everybody, and welcome to the PORWC Reese's Rally Car Series as we prepare for another exciting event. This is the third event of the season, and we are ready to bring it to you here from Dover International Raceway. Yeah, we're not at a road course here. We're at I guess you could call it a short track. It's not really considered that much of a short track, but it's got high banks, a lot of room to race, and we're hoping that it may bring out another good rally car finish. We got Alyssa Anderson, Connor Breton. Of course, Breton won the first race at Daytona, and then Alyssa Anderson won the second race. And those two are currently tied for the points lead due to the fact that they finished runner-up to each other in their respective races. Nicole Sanchez is on the pole after a very good run last week. Jake Cole going to start alongside her on the front row. And we'll show you the rest of the starting lineup for the Rally Car Series third race of the PORWC. Trouble has struck early for the driver of the 91, Jacob Remler. He has blown an engine on the very start of this event. The guy who almost picked up the win at Daytona in the first race is having the bad luck continue as he has his Subaru completely going to pieces inside and underneath the hood. Tough break for Remler, who will undoubtedly finish this race in the 36th position. But here we go, green flag is out, 60 laps of racing here in the PORWC Reese's Rally Car Series. Who's going to go to victory lane this week? We're going to find out. Nicole Sanchez is going to take a nice little lead here. Here comes Adam Chambers moving into second place. Nicole Sanchez had a horrible Daytona, then had a pretty good second race, and I'm trying to remember where we had our second race. I think it was at Watkins Glen. Yes, it was. Don't know why my memory's failing me right now. Well, Chambers trying to close in on Sanchez. Zach Buchanan has moved into the third position. Fourth now is Alex Tanker, and James Stewart is in the fifth position. Adam Chambers all over the back of Nicole Sanchez. He's looking like he could get a run on her, put a move on her. Don't know if he's going to be able to do it. No, not this time. They're still pretty much single file. One thing about this race... Oh, they're slowing down. The caution must be out. It is indeed. Who's it out for? It could have been our co-points leader, Alyssa Anderson. I think it was. Alright, so we're under the caution flag. Drivers may be coming down for pit stops. I don't know for certain. We'll see if Nicole Sanchez, the leader, makes any indication of coming down pit road. Looks like she's not going to. Rest of the field stay out as well. Let's see what happened. I think it was Alyssa Anderson that put us under the caution flag. Here's a look at what happens. Maybe she gets some contact here with Trent Dunham. That's exactly what happens. Dunham gets a piece of the outside retaining wall there as well. And then Alyssa, Alyssa hit the wall, but the lucky thing for her was that she slid down here to this apron and didn't get any of the inside retaining wall whatsoever. She does have a little bit of damage to the right front wheel well. Trent Dunham also has some damage to the right side of his race car, but on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd rate that about a 1.5 as far as the severity of that wreck. But as far as the fact that Alyssa Anderson comes in as the co-points leader with Connor Breton, that is not something she wanted to have happen, but it's still early on in this race. So we get ready to go back under the green flag. Just joining us, we've had one caution come out. It was when Trent Dunham and Alyssa Anderson got together on the back straightaway. Both drivers have made repairs to their race cars and returned to the racetrack. Jacob Remler blew an engine before the race even got started, and he has retired from the race. He will finish in the 36th position. Top 10 as we get ready to go back to green. Nicole Sanchez, Adam Chambers, Zach Buchanan, Alex Tanker, James Stewart. That's the top 5. Then it's Sam Young, Robert Young, Jake Cole, Dylan Poteet, and Seth Cole, the top 10. Where is Connor Breton? Before we go to green flag racing, just want to find out where Connor is running. He is in 17th place. Alyssa Anderson is running in 35th, so she's got some work to do to be able to catch back up to Connor Breton. Green flag is back out for Nicole Sanchez. Adam Chambers got a good restart, though. He's starting right along behind her here heading into turn 1. He's tried a few times to be able to put a move on her for the lead, but has not had much luck. We'll see if he can do something here on this run. He's got Zach Buchanan all over the back of him for second place. Alex Tanker in fourth, and then it's James Stewart in fifth, as the top five have a little bit of leeway between themselves and Sam Young, Robbie Young in sixth and seventh. Still pretty much single file. Is the caution out again? Nope, we're still green flag racing. Now, you're not seeing these drivers make much of a move right now, and I think there's a big reason for that. One, there's not exactly a lot of room to be able to get to the inside of somebody the way they are just guarding that inside line. Number two, these race cars are pretty... Oh, right there! There's a pass for the lead. That's how you're going to have to pass a race car, just the way Zach Buchanan did with Adam Chambers. Move them out of the way. You can't be nice. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to run behind you and maybe you'll leave a hole open for me. Not here at a track like Dover. That's not going to happen. And normally at Dover, if you go on the high side to try and pass the car, it's not going to work. Not as much grip as there is down low. Speaking of grip, the tire wear must be getting pretty close to going down on some of these cars at this point, but we'll follow that. That's probably, I'd say they have about maybe 20 to 25 laps on these tires, and we're only on lap 11. But Nicole Sanchez is the leader now. Up to second now is Zach Buchanan. Then it's Alex Tanker's moved to third, and Adam Chambers, after getting caught on the high side, has slipped back to fourth place. I heard somebody scrape the wall, but there is no caution. Take a look here at Alyssa Anderson. She's trying to make some headway here, but not really doing much. She and Trent Dunham, remember, got the wall to put us under the caution flag for the first time today, and they're trying to find lines to be able to get by. Whoa, someone got the wall there. That was the 5 car of Jack Richards. He's losing some ground now. He's going to slip back to 35th. As Trent Dunham gets by. There's Aaron Williams. He's one of the drivers in our tasty top 10, and he's not having such a good day so far at Dover. He's running all the way back here in the 30th position. Is the 40 Pepsi Ford of Aaron Williams. Look further up here. There's Connor Breton, co-points leader with Alyssa Anderson coming into this race. He's about to lose some positions here. Seth Cole is going by him. He's about to get a challenge up now from the 36. I think that's Zohar. That is indeed Zohar Manood going underneath, taking away another position from Connor Breton. Breton, if he's not careful and doesn't get back down to the inside line, he could slip right back, and he and Alyssa Anderson would be battling for position. He now throws the block on the 96 car. That, of course, is Cody Yamas. There he is in 25th. See if any action has occurred up front yet. No, still the top 3 remain the same. Nicole Sanchez, then Zach Buchanan, and then Alex Tanker. Then you got Adam Chambers 4th. Sam Young has now moved into the 5th position, and Jake Cole is in 6th. Robbie Young has lost quite a few spots, apparently. Dylan Poteet has gotten by him. Behind him, you got John Acosta, who's gotten by Robbie Young. Then you got Alexander Dawson, who's gone by, and Mike Dawson. The 2 Dawsons running in the top 5 or the top 10 right now. Then it's Evan Smith, and then the 2 Abu Dhabi teammates of Justin Perry and James Stewart. Barney Ward, who ended up having really a heartbreak back at Watkins Glen, where he was up in the top 5, top 10 for most of the day, and then in the closing stages ended up getting caught up in a wreck. He's 14th, and Hayden Klein runs in 15th. The cars are slowing down. The caution must be waving for the second time today. That is indeed the case. And it's going to be for Seth Cole in the number 4 Red Bull car. Seth Cole has seemed not to be able to catch a break at all this year, and he's got heavy rear end damage to that race car, undoubtedly from getting turned around. Let's see what happened to the 4. Now, Seth Cole was on the high side of Zohar Manood, and let's see if any contact occurs between the 4 and the 36. Seth Cole's going to go up. He's going to get the outside retaining wall, and no, he gets turned around by, I believe that's the 93 car. That is indeed. And, oh, Seth got the wall not only with the rear of his car, but also with the front, so tell you what, that's 3 times he's raced, and 3 times he's ended up with a wrecked race car, as Seth Cole brings out the caution for the second time today. After pit stops, we now have a new leader. That is Zach Buchanan. He has moved into the top spot. By the way, in case you're wondering, the guy who did turn Seth Cole was the 93, and that was Ryan Cooper. But Zach Buchanan is the leader. Second place now is Nicole Sanchez, who has led every lap today. Then you got Alex Tanker third, fourth Sam Young, fifth Adam Chambers, John Acosta, Dylan Poteet, Evan Smith, Jake Cole, and Mike Dawson complete the top 10. We're ready to go back to green flag racing. Seth Cole's made repairs his race cars, return to the racetrack. Connor Breton will restart here in the 22nd position. Alyssa Anderson will restart in 29th. So only about 7 positions separating those two, so not much. Pace car peels off. We'll get the green flag back on lap 22 of 60. Remember, all these drivers not only racing for a win, but they want to be in the tasty top 10, no doubt about that, because that's our chase. As Zach Buchanan will lead the way. Looks like the breakaway is going to be 6 cars. Buchanan, Sanchez, Tanker, then Sam Young and Adam Chambers, and then Justin Acosta. Then you got Dylan Poteet there. Now a 2-car breakaway is Nicole Sanchez is going to try and have Zach Buchanan all to herself, try and get back to where she started, right out front. Let's see if some of our other drivers in the tasty top 10 have been able to make any headway. One of them is Aaron Williams in the 40. He is back in 23rd position, right behind co-points leader Connor Breton. So he has not been able to make any headway yet. I believe Ryan Juke is also in the tasty top 10, and there he is in the 20th position. And there was another one that I was looking for. Where is he? Jake Cole in 21. He's back in the 9th position right now. Meanwhile, is there any battles up front? Not really. Almost looked like there was going to be a battle between Nicole Sanchez and Zach Buchanan. She's looking. Buchanan throws the block. So Zach Buchanan still leads the way. He starts now to build a little bit of an advantage over second place Nicole Sanchez. Sanchez may fall back into the clutches of why is my memory failing me? Alex Tanker. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. But Tanker is right there. We've got 2 Subarus out in front. As a matter of fact, Subarus hold 4 of the top 5 positions right now. The only driver that is not a Subaru is that car there. That's the Ford of Alex Tanker. Got another Ford back there in 6th place. That is John Acosta. If he could get by Adam Chambers, it would put 2 Fords in the top 5. There's Seth Cole. Damaged race car and all, still trying to forge on. He got a piece of the wall once again there. That car is not handling well at all. Ryan Cooper, the guy who turned him, is running at the back. But we're looking for Alyssa Anderson. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's Hiroshi Kato. There's Alyssa Anderson. She's now up to 27th. She picked up 2 spots since the green flag dropped to put us back under the restart. Has Connor Breton made any advances? No, he is still in 22nd place, being hounded by Aaron Williams for that spot. Now, in order to catch up to Connor Breton, Alyssa Anderson has to bypass Jack Richards, Justin Perry, Matthew McMurray, and Aaron Williams to be able to battle Connor Breton for position number 22. Meanwhile, let's look back up front. Zach Buchanan was the leader. He still is. Nicole Sanchez, though, has closed back onto the back bumper of the number 94. Now, I'll tell you one thing I'm really looking forward to is if the caution does not come out again, a nice little green flag run where these drivers will have to make pit stops under the green flag. That could really play out into who could win this race. It could be somebody who may decide to go with a 2-tire stop while everybody else goes with 4 tires, and it could be a winner that we wouldn't even expect. Another thing I like about this track is the laps wind down pretty quickly. We have already reached halfway in this event. If you can believe it, we're actually past halfway, as we are on lap 32 of 60 with a remainder of 28. Tell you what, Nicole Sanchez, she's I don't know if she's not able to get a run on Zach Buchanan or she's just biding her time, but She keeps moving just a groove, half groove lower than the 94 in certain turns, and it's as if she's going to try and make a move, but as I said before, you got to get a person, you got to move them out of the way. You can't just expect that line's going to open up. You got to tap them and move them out of the way, but she's not going to even do that. She's going to get to the inside all by herself. Comes Nicole Sanchez, and oh, Buchanan's in trouble. He gets the wall, and he's going to lose the lead and then some. New leader, Nicole Sanchez. Back to the front comes the Monster Energy number 15 Subaru. Where did Zach Buchanan go? He dropped like a stone. Whoa, kind of backed things up here. There's Evan Smith, the 92, getting held up there. It's allowing Michael Dawson to maybe make a move there along with Barney Ward. Now Buchanan gets back in line. And I think he's back in the 8th position now. We'll wait till he crosses the stripe before we get the official word on where he is. No, he's in 7th place. Pretty impressive run for Dylan Poteet, just ahead of him in 6th place. Poteet in Subaru, number 75. But now Nicole Sanchez enjoys a little 2 to 2.5 car length advantage over Alex Tanker. And then 3rd place there, you've got Sam Young. Pretty impressive run for him as well. Where are his, his brother, his older brother, Dylan Young, where is he running? He's running back in 16th place in the 39. And Robert Young, we were talking about him earlier, and Robert just kind of completely disappeared from view. He's there in 18th place. There's Red Bell. I believe Red Bell is actually in our Tasty Top 10. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but I think she is. Pretty sure she is. She's running in 13th place. Good run for her. She was kind of almost one of those heartbreak drivers as well as far as Watkins Glen was concerned. She was en route to maybe taking the win there as well, but it just wasn't to be. There's Logan Ryan. Very good run for the 2. Still, Nicole Sanchez continues to lead. Let's look at the back here. Seth Cole going to the inside of Lewis Gordon. Lewis Gordon in the 90, who we thought might end up winning the Daytona race due to fuel strategy. There are a lot of drivers in this field that we thought were going to win at both Daytona and Watkins Glen. Seth Cole, he was damaged earlier. Hiroshi Kato, we haven't talked about him hardly at all today. He's been at the back almost all day long. Oh, that was our co-points leader, Alyssa Anderson, getting a piece of the wall right there. This has not been a good race for her at all. She's got damage now to her right side even more as Kato gets by. Hayden Klein and Trent Dunham, they've been at the back most of the day. Ryan Cooper ended up turning Seth Cole, and since then we haven't heard of him at all. There's Alan Tanker in the 98. Haven't talked about him all day. Tim Walsh, we haven't talked about him. Jacob Lawlor, we haven't talked about him all day. Neither have we talked about Dylan Young, Cody Yamas, Jack Richards. And there's Connor Breton still running in 22nd place. I'll tell you who has picked up some spots. Picked up 2 spots already and maybe looking for a 3rd. That's Aaron Williams. He was back in the 23rd position. He's now up to 19th. Trying to get by the Ryan Juke machine. That would be for position number 18. So he is picking up some spots here. Late in this event is Aaron Williams. Is the caution out? No. Whoa, things happening up here. Sam Young gets moved out of the way. So does Justin Acosta. Dylan Poteet to the inside of Sam Young now. Young crossed the stripe there just barely ahead of Dylan Poteet in 4th, but Poteet to the inside. He's going to take that 4th position, no doubt. Adam Chambers is now moved up to 3rd, and it's a breakaway for Nicole Sanchez and Alex Tanker. Oh, I think we got pit stops. We do indeed. Nicole Sanchez on pit road. Alex Tanker will take the lead. Sanchez is on pit road. Here comes Sam Young. Here comes Justin Acosta. Already on pit road. There's the Dylan Young machine. Barney Ward's coming down pit road as well. So pit stops are taking place here. Let's see if we can have this all be green flag pit stops. Now, there's Nicole Sanchez pulling into her pit box. And it looks like Alex Tanker is going to continue to lead. Yeah, Tanker did not come down pit road that time either. He stayed out again. So did Chambers and so did Poteet. They are 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. See if they're going to come down pit road this time. Well, I thought they were slowing down, but they're not. They're trying to go all the way, maybe. I wouldn't advise that, because I don't think they can make it. Dylan Poteet, I think he did make a pit stop in the 75. Yes, Poteet is in. So is Red Bell. So is Aaron Williams. So is Seth Cole. So is Hayden Klein. But still out there is the 30 of Tanker. Now Alex Tanker is coming in. Dylan Young making yet another pit stop. Not certain why the 39's back on pit road. Here comes Chambers. Here comes everybody who didn't pit last time. Whoa, look out. Red Bell having to go 3 wide there. And the big thing about this pit road, there's that wall there. You can't be able to miss another race car. If you can, you're going to end up hitting the wall. So Tanker, don't think he's the leader now. Who is the leader? Let's see what the scoring monitor says. The 89 car is the leader of Matthew McMurray. But he's on pit road as well. So you're going to have to bear with me here in the closing stages of this race. Here we go. McMurray making his pit stop. When this stuff happens, it's very difficult to find out who actually is the leader and who isn't. We're going to have the ticker up here so that we can see who is the leader and who is not. I think Matthew McMurray is still being listed as the leader right now. But everything could change here. Seth Cole makes yet another pit stop in the 4 car. That car, of course, pretty heavily damaged. Looks like they're just going to top off the fuel tank in the 4. Matthew McMurray, a rather extended stay, but he's now off. And we do have a new leader. The new leader is the 15 of Nicole Sanchez. She is back to the lead. Sanchez leads. Second place now is going to be Sam Young as he tries to get around the Justin Acosta machine. No dice. Nicole Sanchez, I think she may have this race wrapped up provided no mechanical problems happen. Take a look, see if we can find out what the top 10 is now. Well, we gotta wait because Matthew McMurray has just come off pit road. But Nicole Sanchez appears to have this race won. And really, it's been a bad, good, and if she wins here, good streak for her. Bad at Daytona, good at Watkins Glen, and then good here at Dover. Alright, we'll see if we can try and settle out who's running where now. Nicole Sanchez is the leader. Sam Young is second. Third place now is going to be Dylan Poteet. Fourth, Barney Ward. Connor Breton's actually a lap down in 24th. Fifth place is Alex Tanker. Sixth is Justin Perry. Seventh is Aaron Williams all of a sudden. Eighth, Jack Richards. Ninth, Adam Chambers. And Michael Dawson is 10th. 11th is Zach Buchanan. Red Bell 12th. 13th place is Evan Smith. 14th is Jake Cole. 15th, Zohar Manud. And 16th is Alexander Dawson. 17th is Tim Walsh. Ryan Cooper, 18th. 19th is Trent Dunham. And Ryan Juke is 20th. So, let's see if we can go further back here. 21st is James Stewart. 22nd, Robert Young. 23rd is Logan Ryan. He is a lap down. Also a lap down in 24th is Connor Breton. 25th is Alan Tanker. 26th is Lewis Gordon. 27th, Matthew McMurray. 28th is Hayden Klein. 29th is Cody Yamas. And 30th is Alyssa Anderson. Right now, she's, I think, 5 positions behind Connor Breton. 31st, Hiroshi Kato. 32nd is... who? Jacob Lawlor. 33rd place is... I don't know for certain here. Trying to find 33rd place car. There he is. Seth Cole. 34th is going to be Boy, I can't find him. 34th, Dylan Young, after making 2 pit stops. And 35th place, I'm just going to look for it. 35th is the 33. And that is John Acosta. So, this race is about to wind down, and your current leader is right here, Nicole Sanchez, as she has put the Jacob Lawlor machine down another lap. Don't think Sam Young's going to be able to run her down, as the white flag has been displayed for Nicole Sanchez. She's going to try and make herself have a spot in the Tasty Top 10, no doubt about that. She's also going to pick up a win here at Dover. Nicole Sanchez started at the front, then lost it, and then got it back, and takes the checkers here at Dover. Excellent job by Nicole Sanchez. And the official word is that Connor Breton finished in 24th, Alyssa Anderson finished in 30th. So whether they would leave as the points leaders or not remains to be seen, as we will now show you the official finishing results. Sanchez, Young, Poteet, Tanker, Ward, Williams. This one really surprised me here. Williams in 6th. Chambers, Dawson, Justin Perry, and how about Jack Richards? Ran at the back almost all day long. Comes away with a top 10 finish. And you can see where everybody else finished. Don't know where we're heading next week. We'll find out soon, though, for race number 4. But race number 3 is over. Nicole Sanchez started on the pole and finishes where she started, in 1st place. So congrats to her on her win. Hope you'll tune in for next week's race. You've been watching the PORWC Reese's Rally Car Series. Here come the points, along with the Tasty Top 10 heading into next week's race.